Well, hello, good evening. Welcome, friends. We're going to have some relaxing GI yoga this evening. And we're going to start by doing a breathing technique. So, if you haven't done this before, that's okay. You may already know how to do it, and that's fabulous. So, we're going to start in a comfortable seated position, whatever that looks like for you, in a chair, on the floor. Cross your legs or keep them out straight. However, you're going to find the most comfortable seated position. All right, so tonight we're going to, if it's new to you, we're going to learn what we call Ujjayi breath, or some people like ocean breath, and I've also heard it called Darth Vader breath. And so what we're trying to do is reduce the amount of space that the air can exit through. We're just going to do Ujjayi on the exhale tonight. So you can do it on the inhale and the exhale, one or both. We're just going to do one, and it's going to be the exhale. So what I want you to try, if you'd like, is to imagine that you're breathing on a window when it fogs up, or maybe on a mirror. So sometimes I actually use my hand. This is my mirror. And I'm going to exhale like I'm fogging up the window so I can write. Just practice that a couple times. Inhale normally through your nose, and then exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the open mouth. Let's try that one more time. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. And now we're going to reduce the amount of space that we have in the back of the throat. Regular inhale. And then start with the exhale and close the mouth halfway through. So that's what we're working towards here. So let's try that a couple more times. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth, and then close the mouth halfway through. So you might not be able to hear with a microphone. It changes the sound of the exhale. So we have a little bit of restriction in the back of the throat. Let's try it one more time. Inhale. Exhale. All right, so now we're going to try it with the mouth closed. So we're going to inhale through the nose. We're going to exhale through the nose, but we're going to make that sound with the exhale. Inhale, nostrils. Exhale, nostrils. And don't feel like if you don't get it right away that it's a problem. This takes practice. Almost everything we do in yoga takes practice. We don't know it automatically. So let's try that a couple more times. Inhale. Exhale through the nose. So what we're doing by restricting the amount of air that we exhale with that constriction is we're able to extend the exhale. So when we are relaxed, our body is telling the brain, when we have that nice, smooth, long exhale, that we're calm. All right, let's do it a couple more times. Inhale. Exhale through the nose. Again, inhale. Exhale through the nose. So typically, that's easier to do when we're in certain positions. So we're going to do a couple of different poses and practice that exhale Ujjayi. But I might call it ocean breath or your Darth Vader breath. any of those are interchangeable. All right. So, along with lengthening the exhale this evening, the other thing we're going to do is move on the exhale. So, we'll do a couple of, maybe not all of the poses that way, but we're going to do a bunch that way. So, later tonight and definitely tomorrow, drink more water. When you do a lot of exhaling, you can dry yourself out a little bit. So, just make sure that we're drinking water and staying hydrated. All right, so let's start with our 6 directions of the spine. So we're sitting up tall, and let's start with our cat and cow, and we're going to move on the exhale. So we'll do that, and then we'll add a ocean Darth Vader breath at the end of each one. So let's inhale, exhale, move into cat. You can inhale here. Exhale, moving into cow. So this is opposite of what we do normally. We'll inhale here. Exhale all the way through to cat. So I'm going to turn sideways, and then you can see what I'm doing with the spine here. So we're back in cat. We'll inhale here. On the exhale, move into cow. Inhale in the cow. On the exhale, back to cat. Let's do that one more time. Inhale here. Exhale, move into cow. Inhale here. On the exhale, we'll come back to our neutral spine. Excellent. All right, so for our next 2 directions, we're going to come into our lateral. So I'm sitting up on 2 blankets tonight. So I'm going to bring blocks in here. You can be seated flat on the floor if you'd like, or a blanket or 2, whatever's comfortable. And then I like to use the blocks. So if I'm down here on the floor, I'm kind of reaching a bit. If I have the blocks, then I can sit up nice and tall. All right, so let's start with left hand on the block. We're going to inhale, and then moving on the exhale, bring that right arm up. Inhale here. Exhale, bring it back down. Inhale. Exhale, left arm comes up. Inhale here. Exhale, release the left arm down. Excellent. Inhale here. Exhale, right arm comes up. Inhale. Exhale, back. Inhale. On the exhale, left arm comes up. Inhale. Exhale, left arm comes down. Let's do that one more time. Inhale. On the exhale, right arm comes back up. Let's inhale here. And then exhale with our Darth Vader ocean breath. Excellent. Inhale. Exhale, left arm comes up. Inhale. On the exhale, Darth Vader ocean breath. Left arm comes down. Excellent. Take a pause here. And then when you're ready, we're going to come into a gentle twist. So if you're going the opposite way I'm going, that's fine. Moving left and right, as long as you do both sides equally. All right. So pause here. Find that nice tall spine. We're going to inhale. On the exhale, right hand comes to the left knee, left hand behind. And look towards that left shoulder. Inhale here. On the exhale, back to center. Inhale here. On the exhale, moving towards the right. Inhale. On the exhale, coming back to center. Inhale. Exhale to the left. Inhale, center. Sorry, inhale here. On the exhale, coming back to center. Inhale. Exhale to the right. Inhale. Exhale, center. Let's go one more time each side. Inhale. Exhale to the left. Let's take an inhale here. And on our exhale, we're going to use our Ujjayi breath back to center. Inhale. Exhale to the right. Inhale. Exhale, Ujjayi back to center. Excellent. So we want to reset counter pose for the spine, for the lateral and the twist. So we're going to do our cat and cow. We'll do that 3 times. So inhale, exhale, come back to cat. Inhale here. On the exhale, moving into cow. Inhale. Exhale, back to cat. Inhale. Exhale, cow. One more time through. Inhale. Exhale, back to cat. Inhale. Back to cow. Sorry, exhale to cow. We'll inhale here. Exhale back to center. Sorry, technology is not cooperating. All right, so we're going to come up to our hands and knees. So if you have any knee issues and you want to bring a blanket under your knees, go ahead and grab that. Or if you like to have a little cushion under the wrist, if you don't have anything specific, you can always roll up your yoga mat and rest the heel of the hand on the mat for a little bit of extra space there. All right, so we're going to start with our cat and cow again on our hands and knees here. So the first thing, and we're also going to move just on the exhale. So the first thing we want to do is find our comfortable stance. And we'll start with our inhale. On the exhale, move into cat. Shoulder blades up towards the ceiling, tuck the chin. Inhale here. And then on the exhale, move into cow. Inhale here. Exhale back to cat. Inhale here. Exhale cow. Inhale here. Exhale back to cat. Let's do that one more time. Inhale here. Exhale into cow. Inhale here. And exhale with your Ujjayi back to cat. Inhale here. And then we'll exhale to our neutral spine. Wonderful. All right. So we're going to come into our lateral on our hands and knees. Left hand's going to stay where it is. We're going to walk your right hand over towards the left, next to, in front of, past, wherever that works for you tonight or today. And then we're going to turn and look at that left foot. So let's take a moment to breathe into this. Feeling the space in that right rib cage. And let's take one more breath here with a regular inhale through the nose. Exhale, Ujjayi. Nice. Walk that right hand back. We're going to walk the left hand over towards the right, next to, in front of, past, wherever that works for you. We're going to turn and look at this right foot. And let's breathe into that left side body. Breathe into that lower left rib cage. And one more breath here. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, Ujjayi. Excellent. Walk that left hand back. And then we're going to do a couple of gate poses for an open twist tonight. So if you have a block and you want to use it for our tall gate, go ahead and grab it where it's handy. All right, let's see. Stuff around here. So let's extend this right leg out to the side. Left hand is going to stay where it is. And on an inhale, let's bring this right hand up towards the ceiling. And look up at that right thumb or down at the left thumb or anywhere in between. And let's take one breath here. One more inhale. On the exhale, Ujjayi, hand comes down to the floor. Let's tuck that right knee under. And then going to the other side. Stuff out of the way. Left foot comes out to the side. Right hand stays where it is. On your next inhale, we're going to lift this left hand up towards the ceiling. Looking up at that left thumb or down at that right thumb, anywhere in between. Let's take one more breath here. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, Ujjayi, and bring that left hand down. Excellent. Tuck that left knee under. And then if you want to grab your block, if you have one, for our tall gate pose. So this is basically just to switch sides. All right, this time we're going to start with the left leg out. Left leg comes out to the side. And then your left hand can stay on your left hip or come down that left leg. So we'll start with an inhale. We're going to inhale this right arm up. And then on the exhale, bringing that right hand over towards the left foot. So feeling that opening on that right side body. Let's take a breath here. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, Ujjayi. And then to come out, we're going to inhale that arm up. Exhale, right arm down. Use the block to switch knees. Right leg comes out to the side. Right hand can be on that right hip or down that right leg. Let's inhale that left arm up. On the exhale, left hand comes over towards that right foot. And let's breathe into that left side. Take one more breath here. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, Ujjayi. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, release. Use the block. Tuck that right knee under. All right, so we're going to do our 6 directions of the spine standing up, but we're going to come up through our downward facing dog. And this, for me personally, is my favorite place to practice my Darth Vader ocean breath, whatever you want to call it, is in downward facing dog. So we're going to come back down to hands and knees. And I like to walk my hands up just maybe half a hand width further out. We're going to curl the toes under. And on the inhale, we're going to lift the hips up towards the ceiling. So push in, inhale, hips come up. And then in theory, the crown of the head is facing the floor. So if I tuck my chin too much, you might not be able to hear me. So that's why I'm kind of moving around a little bit. So if you'd like, you can bring your feet wider at the bottom of the mat. Find a comfortable place for them. And then we're going to walk our dog, which means bend one knee, extend the opposite heel towards the floor. And then when you're ready, we're going to lengthen the legs, straightening the knees as much as comfortable, but not all the way. I'm going to push in with the arms, extending the torso towards that back wall. And let's take a couple of Ujjayi, Darth Vader, ocean breaths here. So inhale through the nose. Exhale. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. And one more. Exhale. And when you're ready, you can look up at the hands and walk the feet to the hands, or bring the feet all the way down and walk the hands back to the feet. All right, so we're going to put a nice little bend in the knees, and then arms come out to the side. I'm going to inhale, bring the arms all the way up, palms together. Exhale, hands to heart. Excellent. All right, so let's come up to the center or the front of the mat. And we're going to come into our 6 directions of the spine standing. So we've done it seated and kneeling. Now we're doing it standing. Feet can be hip width distance apart, a little wider, a little closer, whatever feels comfortable for your balance today. And let's start with our cat and cow. And we're going to move just on the inhale again. All right. So we'll start in our exhale down into our cat pose. So exhale, bend the knees a little bit, palms can face the thighs. Tuck the chin down towards the chest. You can round the shoulders forward a little bit. That's our exhale. Inhale here. On your next exhale, rounding up to cow. Inhale. Exhale back to cat. Inhale here. Exhale back to cow. Inhale here. Exhale back to cat. One more inhale. Exhale cow. And inhale. Exhale cat. Let's inhale here. And then exhale. We're going to exhale Ujjayi to neutral. Beautiful. Let's take a moment here in our mountain pose. So you can start with big toes touching, heels are maybe a couple of inches away from each other. Hip points pull in towards each other, tightening that lower abdominal wall. We talked about the hyoid bone earlier today, so we have that little horseshoe shaped bone. Imagine somebody pulling it back behind you and then up. So we go from here to here. Beautiful. Now let's just take a few moments to check in with this mountain pose. We are rooted, grounded into the earth, crown of the head soaring towards the sky. We are tall, strong, important mountains, able to withstand whatever the weather throws at us, whatever life is throwing at us. We are able to withstand. Just take a couple of beautiful resting breaths. And once you've finished with that, we'll come back into some movement. All right, so we're going to come into our warrior one, and we're going to do something a little different with the arms tonight. If you don't want to do it this way, that's totally fine. You're at home, can't check on you. So, a couple of options, and then I'll show you what I'm going to do. So, with this pose, a lot of times it's like that, straight up. This feels better if you have ouchy shoulders. This works if maybe you have ouchy elbows or wrist. Tonight, I'm going to start with the arms out and bring them in. So, coming in like that. All right, so we'll walk you through it, and we're going to again move on the exhale. All right, so we're going to start halfway, 2/3 back on the mat. Left foot turns out to the side. We're going to step our right foot forward. If you don't like where it landed, you can move it. There's sticky mats, but you're not stuck. So you can move your feet. Check your balance, see how that feels. And let's start by warming up just the knee. So again, we'll move just on the exhale. So inhale here. Exhale, bend the knee. Inhale. Exhale, straighten. Inhale. Exhale, bend. Inhale. Exhale, straighten. Again, inhale. Exhale, bend. Inhale. Exhale, straighten. Let's do one more. Inhale. Exhale, bend. Inhale. Exhale, straighten. Beautiful. Bend the knee again, push off, and step it back. All right, other side. Turn that right foot out, step the left foot forward. And let's do it on this side. So we'll inhale here. Exhale, bend the knee. If that back leg is uncomfortable or that's bothering your knee, you can always bend that knee a little bit. Inhale. Exhale, straighten. Inhale. Exhale, bend. Inhale. Exhale, straighten. Again, inhale. Exhale, bend. Inhale. Exhale, straighten. One more here. Inhale. Exhale, bend. Inhale. Exhale, straighten. Beautiful. And bend that again. Push off and step back. All right, let's add the arms. Turn that left foot out. Step that right foot forward. We're going to start with the arms out. And again, I showed you other options. If you prefer those, that's totally fine. So we'll inhale. On the exhale, hands come to the heart. Inhale. Exhale, open. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, open. Inhale. Exhale. Straighten the leg, hands come in. Inhale. Exhale, arms open, bend the knee. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, open, bend the knee. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Drop the hands, push off, and step back. Let's do the other side. Turn the right foot out, step that left foot forward. Bring the arms out to the side. Inhale here. Exhale, hands to the heart, bend the knee. Inhale. Exhale, arms out, straighten the leg. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knee, hands to heart. Inhale. Exhale, arms out, straighten the leg. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart, bend the knee. Inhale. Exhale. Arms out, straighten the leg. Drop the arms, bend the knee, push off, and step it back. Excellent. All right, so let's come to our warrior two. I'm going to come a little bit of an angle, I think. Easier to see. All right. So let's start with stepping the left foot forward. Back foot is at 90 degrees. We're going to bend this front leg over that ankle. Foot. Hands come to the heart, arms open to the side, gazes over those left fingers. So let's take a moment here and just check in with how our warrior two feels tonight. All right, so we're going to do side angle pose and peaceful warrior, moving on the exhale again. And again, this might be another fun place to work on your Darth Vader breath. All right, so from here, let's go back first. So we're gonna take an inhale. On the exhale, drop that right arm, open that left palm, hand comes up towards the ceiling. Inhale here. Exhale, side angle pose. Left forearm to that left thigh, right hand on that right hip. Send that shoulder back. We'll inhale here. And then on the exhale, bring that right arm up towards the ceiling. Inhale. On the exhale, we're going to wind all the way around to peaceful warrior. Nice, slow exhale. Inhale here. Exhale all the way back to side angle pose. Inhale. Exhale, peaceful warrior. And let's go one more time through. Inhale. Exhale, side angle pose. Inhale. Exhale, back to warrior two. Beautiful. Release the arms down and step the feet together. Let's go to the other side. So we'll come back on the mat again. Step the right foot forward, back foot is 90 degrees-ish. Again, you can move them if you don't like where they landed. We're gonna bend this right knee over that right ankle. Hands together at the heart, arms open to the side. Take a moment and check in with this side or warrior two. Soften the shoulders away from the ears. Give you a lot of cues to remind myself where to pay attention. Excellent. All right, moving on the exhale. Take an inhale. On the exhale, drop this left arm down. Nice long exhale to get that right arm all the way up to peaceful warrior. Take an inhale here. Exhale, side angle pose. Right forearm onto that right thigh. Let's start with this left hand on that left hip to send that left shoulder back first. Take another inhale. On the exhale, bring that left arm up towards the ceiling. Take an inhale here. Exhale all the way around to peaceful warrior. Inhale. Exhale back to side angle pose. Inhale. Exhale all the way back to peaceful warrior. Inhale. Exhale back to peaceful warrior. I'm sorry, to side angle pose. One more peaceful warrior. Inhale. Exhale, peaceful warrior. Inhale here. Exhale back to warrior two. Beautiful. Just drop the hands, bend that front leg, and step the feet back together. All right, from here, we're going to come on down to the floor. So we're going to come into a squat pose, also known as garland or malasana. So we're going to bring the feet out wide and bend the knees. If you want, if the feet aren't flat on the floor and you want to work on this a little bit more, you can bring the heels up on a blanket and then come down into your pose. And we didn't get here in one day, so if you have just started working on this, this may become easier with time. It might not, there's no promises, but that's why we practice. So we want this to look like a nice tall spine here. Elbows pushing the knees apart, hands together in front of the heart. And let's take 2 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale, Ujjayi. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. All right. Falling gracefully on the floor. Carefully. All right. From here, let's come into, actually, we're going to come into our child's pose. So this is, for some people, it's not terribly comfortable. So the option is to do puppy legs with this. Let me give you a couple of options here. So we have a block and a blanket. So if you have knee issues and you want to have a blanket under your knees, option with puppy legs looks like this. So the thigh stays vertical and shin is on the floor. You come down onto the forearms and rest your head on a block. So this is an option for child's pose. Another option is big toes touching, knees are wide, and then sitting back towards the heels. And then you can bring your forehead to the floor, and your arms can come out. If that's uncomfortable, you can rest your head on the block, or stack the fists and rest the forehead on the fists. So any of those options. And we're just going to let go of breath and be here for a few moments. When you're ready to come out, we're going to come back up and then sitting over onto one side or the other. So one of the nice things to do for yoga is to bring the legs up. So we've got a couple of options here. Grab a chair. All right, so let's take a moment here and come into a relaxing legs up on a chair pose. So I'm just going to bring legs up here. And actually, we're going to bring blanket under here. There we go. So this, you can also use this for a relaxation pose, final relaxation pose. At the end of class, you can always put your legs up on the chair, or if you're lucky enough to have a bolster, that works too. So let's just take a moment here and let the day drain out into the earth, letting go of, I like to say, what is no longer serving you. But let go of the breath, let go of those thoughts, concerns. Just take a moment. Nowhere to be, nothing to do. Let's take 2 more breaths here. And then when you're ready, come out of this pose. So moving the chair away, or moving away from the chair if it's too heavy. Move the blanket out of the way. And let's do a couple of apanasanas. Exhale, the knees come in. Inhale, release. One of the other options is hands on the front of the thighs. As we exhale, hands slide up. and then hands slide down. This is our classic counter pose for just about anything. Getting the back, the spine to symmetrical again. Excellent. And then let's bring the feet down to the mat or the floor. Let's see if we can off the mat. And let's come into a full extension of the legs. They're extended all the way out. We're going to bring the toes pointing up towards the ceiling. Arms are down by our sides. We're going to work on a second breath for tonight. So we're going to do, on the inhale, the sound that you make quietly in your head is so. So the inhale is so. On the exhale, saying it quietly to yourself inside your head, on the exhale is hum. So, hum. And then just to throw one more ball at you, we're going to breathe in a pattern up and down the body. So we're not actually moving lung tissue in the body, but you're just imagining this flow of breath or energy into the body or through the body. So we're going to start with the left side. We're going to inhale, so up the left side of the body. Crown of the head, switch to exhale and hum. Breath out all the way down the right side body, out the bottom of the right foot. And let's go the opposite way now. So inhale, so up the right side, coming to the crown of the head. Exhale, hum down the left side. Inhale from the bottom of the left foot, so. Switch to the crown of the head, exhale, hum. Inhale, so from the bottom of the right foot, all the way up to the crown of the head, exhale, hum down the left side. I'll let you do one or two more on your own, with your own rate of breath, extending the hum a little bit if you can. Finish the breath you're on. And then we're going to let go of that. We're going to come into one more movement with the body. So if it's comfortable for your arms to be out at your sides, we're going to do that breath that we did while we were standing up. And we're going to move just on the exhale again. So we'll inhale, open, and then we're going to exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, exhale, arms come back open. If that's uncomfortable for your shoulders, you can just bring your hands here or just not move at all if that's uncomfortable for the shoulders or the back. All right, here we go. So we'll inhale, exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, exhale, arms open. Inhale, exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, exhale, hands come open. Inhale, exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, exhale, open arms. Let's do two more. Inhale, Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale. Exhale, arms out. Last one, inhale. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale. Exhale, open. If you'd like, you can bring your arms back down by your sides. Release the legs away from each other. Let the feet fall away from each other. We're going to come into our relaxation pose. So if you still have your chair handy, you want to bring your legs up on your chair, you're welcome to do that. If it's uncomfortable for your legs all the way straight out, you can always bend your knees and bring your feet into the floor or mat. If you'd like, you can bring a blanket under your head or a blanket over you, as we tend to cool down pretty quickly in our relaxation pose. I'm going to sit up because it's a little bit easier to talk. And I'm going to walk you through a full relaxation as you are in your relaxation pose. So starting with the feet. Whatever other wiggles you need to get out, go ahead and do that. And then we'll start down at the feet. Relax the toes. Relax the soles of the feet, the tops of the feet and the heels. Release the ankles. Relax the calves and shins. Release the knees and the space behind the knees. Relax the top of the thighs, the back of the thighs. Let the pelvis be heavy and sink into the earth. Relax the abdomen. Release the rib cage and let go of breath. Let the shoulders be heavy and sink into the earth. Relax the whole spine from the tip of the tailbone all the way to the base of the skull. Release the upper arms, elbows, and lower arms. Relax the wrists. Release the hands, fingers, and palms. Relax the throat and the back of the neck. Relax the jaw. Let the tongue be heavy and fall away from the roof of the mouth. Let the eyes be heavy and fall to the back of the head. Smooth the forehead and face. Let any last thoughts seep out the top of the crown of the head. Let the earth's gravity hold you. Let the air around you breathe you. Take the next few moments and just be. Stay as long as you like in your relaxation pose. When you're ready to come out, gently coming back into awareness. Wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, roll your head side to side. When you're ready, and with an inhale, rolling over onto your right or left side. when you're ready. And again with an inhale, using your upper arm to push up to a comfortable seated position. And let's bring the hands together in front of the heart. And we'll do our some breath 2 to bring breath back into the body. So arms come out in front. We're going to inhale, arms open. Exhale, hands back together. 3 times. Ready? Here we go. Inhale, open. Exhale, closed. Inhale, open. Exhale, closed. And one more time. Inhale, open. Exhale, closed. Bringing the hands together back to the heart. As we go forth out into this beautiful evening, let's go forth with kindness, compassion, and gratitude, not just for others, but especially for ourselves. If you'd like, you may bow and say, Namaste. So stay well, keep breathing, and take care of yourself. Get lots of exercise and drink lots of water. We did a lot of breathing tonight. All right. Have a good night.